Hello everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Cosolix. Today I'm telling you 20 tips to improve at Brawlhalla instantly. I don't know what I'm titling it. Let's get right into this. Okay, so the first tip I want to go over is I want you guys to learn every single true combo on your weapon or legend. Okay, so for me, I main Lance, but I'm playing Macho Man, so I need to know every true combo. So the side light nairs, side light downers, literally every combo I need to be able to hit. If you don't know every true combo on your weapon, do some research, look up some true combo guides, or subscribe for more guides because I will be doing some in the future. But like on Axe, side light nair, then maybe you need to like side light D-light if it's stacked. Obviously, there we go. You get what I'm trying to say here. Just learn the true combos. You can even like learn strings as well, like Dare D-light. Obviously, it's not going to work in red, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, the second tip, I want you to not look at how many wins I have, but if you want to improve, you need to be playing ranked at least 5 times a day, okay? Really force yourself. Be like, okay, I need to play minimum 5 games a day, and tell yourself that. That's all, like how you remove the ranked anxiety, really. You just need to force yourself to play and just keep playing ranked, okay? Put yourself in that competitive setting as much as possible so you can start building some good habits. The third tip is I want you guys to like make customs with friends. A great way to improve is to spar friends that are equivalent or better than you in skill. It's not great to spar people you beat more than like 70% of the time. So I really recommend find some friends that you want to spar against. It's really fun to do it, and it's a great way to practice your combos and just improve. Okay, number 4, I want you guys to be practicing your movement as much as possible. Brawlhalla has a lot of movement options, so obviously dash dancing is one of them. Being able to do this consistently is key. Second, dash jump is like really big. Forward dash jump is really big as well. So just learning both. Another thing would be like forward dash jump, turn around, dash jump, dodge back, dash jump, dodge up, dash jump, you can like even like dodge down like this. There's a lot of options. Literally also like forward dash dancing too. The timing for everything involving dash and dodge is just super cool. Like you can even like dodge down and then like hover a little bit. It's like kind of weird. I don't know if you saw that here. Like it like jitters. Anyways, there's a lot of movement options in this game. Just practice them as much as possible, please. Okay, tip number 5, once you hit a true combo, instead of going for a string follow-up, if they still have their dodge, try and react instead of going for a follow-up. So for example, if I set the bot to dodge randomly and I go for side light nair, I can spot dodge, then he dodges up, and then I go for something. I could even fall and then go for another nair. You see how I'm like letting them dodge, see what they do, and then react. Is like a great way to extend your combos. I could have side light there, whatever. So it's like hit a true combo, wait, and then react. And put yourself in a position where you're able to react. So like side light downer on Lance is a great position to be able to react. It's the same thing on other weapons. So I'll just go on Axe. Like Axe, side light nair, this is pretty solid to react to. Just you kind of see what I mean. Hit a combo, and then if you know that they have a dodge, there's literally no point in following up. So just go for a reaction. Okay, tip number 6 when you play. Every time you play this game, I want you to focus on improving at only one thing at a time. If you improve at one thing every single day, okay, in 1 year from now, you're going to improve at 365 different things. It's very overwhelming when you're trying to improve at this game and there's a million things you could be doing better, but just take one of these tips that's going to help you. Maybe it's your movement, and then practice your movement that day and be like, okay, what are my movement options? Why should I use them in different situations? And how can they help me win games more? And just understanding the actual logic behind what am I doing actually impacts my gameplay and how. So for example, I had an issue. I wasn't parrying that well on Lance, but I want to parry more. So I practiced dash canceling. This is another movement option. So here's like a dash cancel. It's when you dash and you hold back instantly. So then you slow down that forward momentum. Because like if I'm spamming dash, this is like normal spamming, but then dash cancel. You're like jittering back. You can like bait with this too. Or you can like dash cancel away from people. You can like dash cancel, turn around, side light. You see what I'm saying? So practice options that you know are going to improve. So like I was looking to parry a bit more, and so I started dashing away at the start of the year. And just improve at one thing at a time. I promise you're going to get better. Tip number 7, I want you to play the best character for the weapon you enjoy the most. So for me, I like Lance the most. So in 2v2, I've been playing a lot of Macho Man, and in 1v1, I've been trying to play more and more Orion before BCX. But if you are a Gauntlets player, maybe in 2v2, it's Val or Rayman. There's a lot of good options for Gauntlets right now. You can play Mordex. It's basically just find the best characters for how you want to play. A lot of people enjoy multiple weapons, so then you're going to want the two, obviously, that go well together. But the biggest thing is just play characters that are in the meta. So like Mordex, or even Onyx is really solid in my opinion. Fate is really good. Rayman, burn a gauntlet meta, and whatnot. See what pros are playing at a top level and just play them. Okay, tip number 8. There's actually a cool way to warm up against bots before going into tournament or ranked. So here's what I like to do is I'll set the lobby to 2 max players. I'll set the bot to however difficulty I want to practice on. So let's say, for me it's chosen, but for you guys I would go like hard or extreme. And the rule of the game is I want you to try and beat this bot on 1 stock without getting hit once. That's how I warm up. So you just go tournament maps, you can even set it to random, and the goal is to beat the bot without getting hit. And this trains you to not make any mistakes. You gotta play as optimally as possible if you want to not get hit once. So being focused and disciplined is like really good practice. So right there, I shouldn't have went in against the Diana. The Diana was stacked, and I can't really react away from that, so it wasn't safe. So I made a mistake. Let's do this one more time. See, I went for something that wasn't a true combo. I should have sidelight downlighted. That was my mistake. I'm doing it again. You kind of see the mistake. Every time you get hit in this game, it's a mistake. So understand, okay, what's the mistake? How can I not do it next time? And then go next. I actually am so bad. I just misinputted a true combo. Sorry, I haven't played this game seriously in a while, even though I'm also warming up for the day. I'm not bad, I promise, guys. That was stupid. Ooh, I could have... So what I could have done there is I could have dashed and ran away a bit further to not get hit with that sidelight, but I a little bit hesitated. I could have also dodged after hitting sidelight downer to avoid a wake up. Ooh, I shouldn't have sided. You see what I'm saying? It's getting better each game because I'm warming up. But I'm making mistakes over and over again, and then once you can beat a bot without getting hit, then go into ranked. Tip number 9, this is another mini game you can warm up or even practice with. I actually love doing bubble tag 1v1s. I really recommend it for people who want to try it out. Essentially what bubble tag is when it's a 1v1, it's first to get hit, lose, or doesn't get the point. If you first to land a hit, gets a point. So like if I'm going against chosen bots here, and let's say I'm on Orion, anti-dex stance, because that's bad. And then, oh my god, Crystal Temple is not on the map pool. I forgot that map existed. So this is just the first to 10 because I adjusted the score slightly. Yeah, essentially it's just first one to land a hit. It's just like neutral simulator. So I just won neutral there. And then we go again. I just won neutral because they down-aired. So this is a good way to isolate the mistakes, and you can train yourself to not make the mistakes. This is just neutral simulator, basically. Oh my god, that was crazy. I neutral lighted, the GC side lighted. Also, the weapon spawns are RNG in this, which kind of sucks, but it's also realistic. But you can see, it's just neutral simulator. I'm going against a chosen bot, too. You just parry them, and then you just land a punish. Easy. Let's just finish this. Yeah, chosen bots, they make a lot of mistakes. Just gotta be able to capitalize on them properly. There we go. Easy. But yeah, that's a good warm-up tool, too. Tip number 10, crossovers are pay to win. I'm not even kidding. If you have any character that has a crossover, buy the crossover skin. Here's why crossovers are pay to win. Because signatures and sound effects tell players which move is coming out, where the hitboxes is, how to avoid it. When you're on a crossover skin, your opponent 99% of the time doesn't have as much experience compared to the default skin and sigs and whatnot. So when you're on a crossover, the signatures could like they look different, and sometimes the hitboxes can be really stupid. I think I saw this on Twitter. Like, the hitboxes are always the same, but the visual animation around the hitboxes can look really stupid. Here, take a look at this. I think it's on... No. It's on a loop guard. Yeah. I don't watch wherever Simon's from. Like the Belmont or whatever. Anyways, take a look at this. I think it's on orb. Like, look at this. Look at the size of this animation, and then look at the actual hitbox. Look, the hitbox is like in the center of the coffin, but the coffin is like massive. But people are gonna be like, oh, I can't even touch the bottom of the coffin, even though they can. Like, how does that not hit? Even though visually it looks like it should. You see how dumb it is, right? So guys, use crossovers, especially this one's kind of broken. Also, the skull makes up for it in itself. That skull skin is fire. Okay, tip number 11. When you play, I want you to stay focused. I want you to think of every single neutral exchange. Literally focus on the present and just play to win. Play like your life is on the line and you need to do whatever it takes to win. Just treating this game seriously and like doing whatever it takes is the mentality you need to stay focused and just win your games. A lot of Brawlhalla is decision making, and if you stay focused, you're gonna make better decisions. If you are distracted, you're gonna make a bunch of assumptions and you're gonna do some really bad habits. Tip number 12, I want you guys to have a game plan for every situation. So for instance, we're gonna watch over a little bit of this replay and look at the fate, and just, it's basically what I mentioned before, that decision making. Your decision is based on your game plan. So Fate's game plan is like build up damage through true combos, right? Then go for kill options. Like most people, you build up damage, then go for true combos. But you can see where this game plan doesn't really check out at times. And it's a lot of decision making, like why go for the Cider? Why go for this end light? The Cider was less bad because you didn't get punished. This end light is bad. This decision to go for an end light is really rough. So that's what I mean by like have a game plan. This end light should not be part of your game plan because it's not guaranteed. My game plan, and what I like to tell others, is only go for attacks if it's a guaranteed punish or you cannot get punished. Anything in between the two is a mistake. So this neutral light was in between the two, it's a mistake. And you keep going, right? Obviously you got red there once, but we can keep watching. End light was a bit of a mistake. That's down light was a mistake. Same thing. It's not a guaranteed attack. Why are you down lighting? You can get punished, which you did. It's just follow this game plan, right? So understand what do you need to do to win and focus on only doing that. And if something comes up in the middle of a game that results in a loss that like you don't understand, watch the replay and add it to your game plan. Solidifying a game plan in your head is how you're going to win consistently. It's basically know how to win. That's a fun way to put it. Okay, this is a 2v2 tip. Okay, tip number 13. I'm not losing track of the numbers. Number 13, when playing twos, this is the meta, and this is the meta in multiverses as well. It's an anchor monkey game plan. Essentially, there's two roles in Brawlhalla 2v2. A lot of people don't understand these roles. Pros do though, top pros. There's a monkey and an anchor. The monkey is essentially the player that just goes in and wins neutral and doesn't think about it. A player that can just aggress and engage in 2v2 without being scared. A good monkey example would be like a player like Luna, a player like Acno. They are both players who will just go in and attack, okay? That's the monkey. Now the anchor is someone... Oh, Vondike's here. Guys, say hi to Vondike. Wait, I'm recording a Brawlhalla video. Anyways, about the anchor. So the anchor is essentially the player that just covers for the monkey. Punish for punish is a term I like to use. So when the monkey is getting hit, the anchor can then come in and land a hit themselves. And also the anchor can then parry a 1v1 against their monkey or aggressor. Essentially, the monkey's job is to go into the anchor, and then the anchor's job is to just like hold stock, run, build up damage, and hit true combo like follow-ups and whatnot. It's the same in multiverses, support and like assassin, support, bruiser. Anyways, it's the same game. But so you also gotta think of which characters are good for these roles. A character that can go in, so gauntlets, katars can go in, sword, orb can go in. You just need them in the right hands. And then an anchor, Macho Man is honestly one of the best anchors in this game. Barraza can be really good as well. It's more these like heavy characters that maybe aren't so good at aggressing, but can still parry in ones and can punish with some heavy damage. I want to make a video on that monkey anchor 2v2 thing later on. I'm just kind of going over it because it's something a lot of pros don't go over, and I don't know why, even though it's obviously meta. Acno Blaze, Cody Phazon. Phazon's the monkey with gauntlets. Phazon's the anchor, even though I don't think they're teaming. I'm not even up to speed with it all. But you get what I'm trying to say here. Okay, tip number 14. Also, I have a cat on me. I'm sorry if you hear any purring or anything like that. Enter as many tournaments as possible, okay? Guys, start.gg/Brawlhalla. Those are all the official Brawlhalla tournaments. Start.gg/BH community. Those are all the community tournaments. If you also go in-game, you click on this panel on the bottom right, and then you go to community. You're going to see a bunch of tournaments there. If you want to improve at Brawlhalla, play in as many tournaments as possible, because this will allow you to focus on playing your best, and then you can understand why aren't you winning at your best, and then you improve your best for the next tournament. So play in as many tournaments as possible. I play personally like 5 tournaments a week when I can. So guys, just grind. You got this. Okay, tip number 15. I want to show you guys how to set up in training mode so you can practice combos and whatnot. So what you're going to want to do is set your bot to the center of the map. Sometimes it won't go there, so what you want to do is then just switch the bot settings, go all the way to the top, switch it to CPU, and then just go to the center of the map. Second, go back. What you're going to want to do is turn on damage reset on and position reset on, and make sure the dodge, like there's no other settings, make sure it's off unless you want to practice dodge reactions. And then go to the player setting, make sure show damage is on, show stun on, hitbox is on, hurtbox is on, item spawning off. That you can just give yourself an item here, give weapon plants, and this way you can practice combos. So I decide right there, and then they teleport back. This is a great way to just practice combos if you want to practice, and learning what all these options do in training is going to be very essential if you want to practice anything at any time. There's a lot of ways to customize this, so have fun. Okay, tip number 16. A lot of people don't know this somehow because you're bad. I'm kidding. Turn off the secondary server. So I don't know if you know, I'm on the US East server, which I don't know why it goes all the way down to South America, but sure, on the visual, that's weird. But what you're going to want to do is then click add servers, and you'll see US West, Europe, and Brazil. These are your secondary servers. Disable all of them. Don't have a single one enabled. There's definitely people watching that have one of these enabled. Disable them now. They're going to lag. So you're welcome. Okay, tip number 17, launch options. When you go to your game, if you're on Steam, I want you to copy these launch options. So right click, go to properties, and then betas. In betas, I want you to select the test branch. This is what pros really play on. I think you need tech test for this other thing that you're gonna have to do, but essentially this should remove lag from the game, hopefully. If it's laggy, you can always just disable all this, just go back to none. So do this, put tech test on, and then go to general, launch options, and then these launch options. The only things, okay, the only things you need are like frame fix unbounded. And also I just put on high. I think it's just for high priority or something. I don't really know. These two you don't really need. The broadcaster mode allows you to change colors and stuff in like the lobby by typing commands. It's not that useful. And then the other one is spectator delay. So you can disable spectator delay in Brawlhalla. I don't know if you knew this. The only thing is sometimes when spectating games, you will roll back and there will be issues. So you can use this. You don't have to use this. It's up to you. It works like 80% of the time, but then it rolls back like 20% of the time, and then it's actually unwatchable. So yeah, but do those changes and then hit play and you're good to go. Okay, tip number 18. This is very general, but when you want to improve at Brawlhalla, improving is learning every situation and just getting better at decision making. So I talked about this in the previous point where we watched over a replay, but essentially when you get hit, you need to understand why you got hit and what decision in that situation led to you getting hit. and then learn that and remember that for next time. That's the bare basic way of improving consistently. And if you do that over a long period of time, you will hit diamond, okay? If you just understand why you're getting hit. Like, for example, me against this Val against that chosen bot Val. Like, look at this. I got hit because I went for a stupid side air. Like how stupid this is. So learn every situation. Okay, why did I get hit? I went for a jump sider. This is not a confirmed attack. This is dumb. It was not a guaranteed punish, and he punished it. Or the chosen bot did. So this is a mistake. Understand the mistake. The mistake was I attacked when I shouldn't have. Don't do that next time. When should I have attacked? What I just said. When it's guaranteed or I can't get punished. So just understanding the mistake and then go next. A lot of it is just decision making. My decision to make a Sarah here was the wrong decision. So go next. But you guys are going to be making a lot of wrong decisions yourself. Understand if they're right or wrong. And then if they're wrong, don't do them again. And just learn. Just go next. As long as you learn what the wrong decision is and you understand why it's wrong, then you just go next and you keep focusing on making the right decision. You will improve. It's all decision making. This is also more of a mentality tip, number 19. It's something I've been trying to get better at. When you're trying your best and you're like, I'm going to focus on the game plan and whatnot, as long as you play your best and you give it your all and you don't know, like you could be like, oh, I lost because of this, but I didn't plan for it in the moment. If you lost to a reason you didn't plan for or something like that, and you followed your game plan to a T and you still lost, there's no reason to be mad. Like, just go next. It sucks. But you just got to think, if you try your best, that's all that matters. Like, mentally, you got to be like, okay, as long as I play and I give it my all, I got no reason to be mad if I lose. It's a win-win. I lose and I'm happy because I gave it my all, or I win because I'm happy. It's a win-win. What sucks is when you're playing and you know you could be playing a lot better. And you don't really want to think like, oh, I could be playing better. You just want to follow your game plan and just think of, okay, what do I need to do to win, and try and follow that as closely as possible. If you follow that and you still lose, it is what it is. No reason to be mad. Same with when you play ranked and you lose. You learn why you lost and then you just go next. There's literally no reason to be mad. If you lose and you're one elo away from diamond, but you lost, but you gave it your all, like, it sucks, but you gave it your all. What else did you want to do? Like, you can't be mad at anything. You learn and you go next. The world isn't gonna end. Okay, and tip number 20, this is the last tip. Your ranked elo doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is your peak elo. That best elo is what determines your skill level, in my opinion. And so, like, let's say your current elo is 2000, but your best is 2200. Your best, like, your skill is still 2200. You being a 2000 elo or 1900 elo or 1600 or 2100 does not matter. It's just your best elo because that's where you were. Okay, so focus on improving your best elo and don't be so mad if you're not at your best elo. The only way you improve your best elo is from playing games and winning, and that will force you to play. If you're content, oh, I hit diamond but my peak is 2100, go for 2200. Your peak elo is what matters, not your current. Guys, I hope this video helped. If you watch until the end, please subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot more. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe, turn the notifications on, and check out my coaching. Cosolix.com. I do some personal coaching for pretty cheap, so you're going to want to check that out. Thanks for watching. See ya.